earth, wind, and fire. Long ago, the nations lived together in harmony. Then everything changed when the new secret layer alert! It is happening again!
No secret layer alert! No secret layer alert! No secret layer alert! No secret layer alert!
Right. For the fourth time in 5 weeks, we have yet another new secret layer alert. Now, has Wizards of the Coast finally fixed their online system so that we are not stuck in a giant waiting room only to end up with a sold-out product? Probably not. If you missed the recent Cardboard Crack, Magic the Gathering's own satirical webcomic, they did a pretty good Peanuts parody about this very issue. Cardboard Crack is also who famously brought us the Universes Beyond slippery slope that turned out to be not quite so slippery. Link to their website in this video's description, it's a good laugh. So, I do complain a lot about the rate of secret layers being printed, and of course the fact that they are no longer print to demand, a manufactured crisis of false scarcity intentionally designed by Wizards of the Coast to boost shareholder confidence, but at least secret layers still allow Wizards of the Coast to print cards that might not otherwise go into a set, like this Legend of Korra secret layer. It's happening! Just check out the cool Legend of Korra secret layer. They didn't forget about her. Now I can run Korra cards in my avatar decks and, oh no, who's that over there? It's Amon and Zahir. They're trying to stop Korra from getting her own secret lair, and they've got an army of corporate lawyers, the only thing that even Korra in the Avatar state cannot defeat. Yeah, so there's no Legend of Korra secret lair. I guess it was like a rights issue or something that there were no Korra cards? I don't know, lame. But don't fret, there's still half a dozen or so other Avatar secret lairs for us to discuss. As always, the criteria we will be using is the cheapest cost to buy any version of these cards, if artwork did not matter, if the special treatments did not matter. But if that artwork does matter, if those special treatments do matter, then that is okay. But we're just focusing on finances here today. But first, let's prepare for trouble. Not this time, Team Rocket. Legally distinct Pikachu knockoff. I choose you. What? Aren't you too old to be playing Ash Ketchum? You've got a full-on beard and what I am generously describing as a dad bod. Yeah, I've been catching Pokemon for over 30 years now for all the good it's done me. I gotta pub stomp some kid's Zubat just so I can take their Poke Prize money and buy me some jelly donuts and popcorn balls. But I can barely afford them. There's just no money in Pokemon battles. Maybe you should change your career by playing a new game. You know, Boot.dev teaches back-end web development and programming by gamifying the learning process, so it's fun and easy. Heck, even someone as old as you can learn. I hear job skills like Python and Go programming languages are super effective, but can I really learn new moves at my age? If you've got the brain power to memorize thousands of Pokemon, all of their evolutions, their type matchups, then you can learn to code. It's easy. Boot.dev turns learning to code into a game that trains you for a career in programming. Whoa, a wild Pokemon just appeared!
Boots, bear wizard assistant legally distinct Pokemon.
I've never caught a Boots before. Boots is your go-to companion when using Boot.dev. He'll help push you in the right direction without solving the problems for you. Oh man, do I have to buy Boot.dev twice just to get all the programming skills? No, you twerp, and stop buying 2 copies of the same product. You're the problem. Boot.dev is actually available to view for free. You can read and watch all the content you want. It's the premium features that are available for purchase. And if you do decide to grab it, use my code Tolarian to get 25% off your entire first year on the annual plan. That's right, 25% off. So I get to play a game, learn new skills, and get a career where I don't have to make my pets fight? That's right. Just click the link in this video's description or scan the QR code. Boot.dev, I choose you. First up, we have My Cabbages, an entire drop centered around the cabbage merchant, whose cabbages get destroyed throughout the series. Remember that? When his cabbages kept getting destroyed? And he'd shout, "My cabbages!" Well, corporate thinks we need to go all in on this meme, and here we are. So yeah, the cabbages guy has been done to death. There's even a children's book exclusively about him and his cabbages, but memes sell. What about the actual contents of this lair? Chain of Vapor is a staple in CEDH and Vintage Combo decks due to its interaction with mana-positive rocks. The foil printing is likely the only worthwhile pickup in the bundle, as this card has only had 2 foil printings prior to the drop. Meltdown is highly played in modern sideboards to combat the various Urza Saga decks in the format, but remains cheap thanks to numerous printings. Nature's Claim is another common sideboard card in all formats where it's legal. Anguished Unmaking is a popular commander card, but it sees play nowhere else anymore. And Putrefy exclusively is played in Commander, but even there it probably shouldn't be, as there are countless better options these days. Overall value for the non-foil version of this drop is only $8 and change, while the foil version is $106. Oh right, because the Chain of Vapor foil is $102. So we've had this conversation before about whether or not that foil Chain of Vapor from this drop is really worth $100, which I don't think it is. And without it, the foils within this drop are 36 cents, 19 cents, and $1.02 in value. I'll save this secret lair the indignity of a fail and just give it a D, or, oh, better yet, an M for meme. Or maybe it's an M for my cabbages. My cabbages. All right, let's move on. Next up, we have the Everything Changed Super Drop, based on the line in the opening credits to Avatar. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Remember that? Remember when they said that at the start of every episode? But everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. People use it as a meme on social media, and now it's a secret lair. The cards within represent the aggression of the Fire Nation. Torment of Hailfire is a popular win con in Commander, but it also sees play in Modern and Legacy, where decks capable of generating a lot of mana will occasionally run it in the sideboard. Blood Moon is a format-defining card in every constructed format where it's legal. It's also fantastic in Commander, but doesn't see much play due to the taboo on land interaction. Lightning Bolt is arguably the best card of all time from a game design perspective. It's played in high numbers literally everywhere that it's legal. Dramatic Entrance is a card many Magic the Gathering players might not even know exists, but it does exist, and it sees occasional play in Commander. This will actually be Dramatic Entrance's first reprint ever, which is great because Shadowmoor was 100 years ago. We really need to go back to Lorwyn. Oh wait, we are! Total value in non-foil for this drop is just 10 cents below what you would pay for it, and the total value in foil is about $5 above what you'd pay for it. I'll give it a C. That's fine. Like the art, like the reprints. Nice to get the Blood Moon, Torment of Hailfire. I wish there was a 5th card. Why is there only 4 cards? I guess they just can't put 5 cards in a Universes Beyond Secret Lair? Oh well. We still have a few more secret layers to cover, but remember, if you do dig the art, if you do love the treatments, then maybe these secret layers still have value to you, and that's okay. It's better than okay, in fact, because Magic is a game, and if you are having fun and spending reasonably, then you are doing it right. Build those Avatar decks if that's your jam, or whatever is your jam. Whatever decks you do build, put them in something that you love. A friendly reminder that the Academic Deck Box, a deck box that I helped design alongside the legendary Game Genic, is back in local game stores worldwide. This has been sold out most places for a while now, but we've got a big restock, and it's down at a local game store near you. And if it is not at your local game store, Card Kingdom has an ample resupply in both classic and new colors at cardkingdom.com/TCC. The Academic Deck Box is a deck box that I helped design in partnership with Game Genic, who, without a doubt, makes some of the best Magic the Gathering accessories that are on the market today. I wanted to make a deck box for everyone, whether you play Standard or Commander, whether you want to store your cards by themselves or in individual deck boxes within the Academic, and whether you single, double, or even triple sleeve, the Academic will hold all of that and more. It's something that I'm extremely proud of. A deck box for everyone, made with the highest quality materials, and again, available at local game stores worldwide or via my Card Kingdom affiliate link. Card Kingdom, sponsor of this channel, Channel, one of the few, if only, Magic the Gathering card sellers with a recognized union. So even if the academic deck box is not for you, be sure to browse their vast library of Magic the Gathering singles and accessories via my affiliate link. Our next drop centers on Aang, or more specifically, Aang's need to learn. It's called A Lot to Learn, and it includes 4 cards again, not 5 cards, 4 cards, 3 of which have been reskinned with avatar-relevant names to match their artwork. But maybe it is the designer of these secret layers who has a lot to learn, because in addition to there only being 4 cards, the value in this drop is tied up in a single card, Serra Ascendant, reskinned here as Aang Ascendant Airbender, a card that used to be the main kill condition in Modern Soul Sisters. God, I miss that deck. God, I miss that era of Modern. But Modern Soul Sisters hasn't been a deck for many years now. It is, however, always popular in Commander thanks to the format's 40-point starting life total. The other cards in this drop include Ponder, arguably the best cantrip of all time. It's format-defining in Legacy, recently unrestricted in Vintage, and widely played in Pauper in tandem with Lorien Revealed to shuffle your deck. Cryptolith Rite sees a lot of play in green Commander decks, especially in CEDH, but it doesn't see play anywhere else. And Kadama's Reach is another popular Commander card, though it's too slow to see play in high bracket tables. Total value here is $39.22 for non-foil and just under $60 for foil, but the cards are good, they see play, and I'm going to give this a grade of B in non-foil and B+ in foil. Again, a 5th card could have gone a long way to pushing this into A territory. Speaking of extra cards, one with the elements amazingly has 6 cards, not 4, not even 5, but 6. I guess Universes Beyond can have as many cards in their drops as they want. So many Magic the Gathering players should be asking, why don't they all have at least 5? Well, this bundle is packed with multi-format all-stars, but unfortunately, as you'll see, falls well below the bar of acceptable financial value. Silence is played in CEDH and sometimes in the sideboard of Pioneer combo decks. That is, whenever Pioneer is played, which unfortunately these days is not too often. Preordain is the other best cantrip ever printed, a 4 of staple in many modern decks. It's also highly played in Vintage and, to a lesser extent, Legacy. Painful Truths is the worst card in the bundle by quite a bit. It's a fine card draw spell in 3-color Commander decks, and was great in its standard format, but that's about it. Past in Flames is a cornerstone of the Storm archetype in all formats where it's legal. Force of Vigor is an excellent sideboard card in high-power formats, though the degree to which it's played varies depending on the landscape of a given format. Expressive Iteration is one of the best card advantage spells ever printed, as evidenced by its banning in both Legacy and Pioneer, but it's not quite as ubiquitous as it was a few years back. This drop is also the sole recipient of a special card frame, featuring special designs to match the associated element. While Painful Truths and Expressive Iteration are a bit mismatched, as there is no element to match mono black or multicolor, the treatment is still very cool. Financial value simply isn't there at only $14 in non-foil and $36 in foil. I'm gonna have to give this another D as far as that value is concerned. And the polite reminder from me that financial value is not the only criteria with which to grade these layers, but it is the criteria that our Is It Worth It to Buy videos use. Drop number 5 is the Ember Island Players. Hey, remember the episode of Avatar where they watched a play about themselves? That's a secret layer drop, or specifically this secret layer drop. It's a collection of cards that depicts the play, which is depicting the journey of the Aang gang. In it, we have Phantasmal Image, which was once a CEDH staple, but has since been overlooked in favor of the plethora of new clone effects printed in recent years. It used to be great in Modern too, but hasn't been played there for many years. Braid of Fire is a sweet card. Absolutely love it from the old days, but it doesn't see much play outside of weird combo decks in Commander. It's gotten some support in back-to-back sets though, thanks to Ozai the Phoenix King and Electro Assaulting Battery. Cursed Mirror sometimes sees play in Legacy's Blood Moon Stompy decks, but otherwise only appears in Commander. Mask of Memory is yet another card rarely seen outside of Commander, and even there only shows up in decks that prioritize equipment and/or on hit effects as a theme. Thespian Stage sees most of its play in Legacy and Pioneer, the former thanks to its famous combo with Dark Depths, and the latter as a means of copying a Lotus Field. Some Commander lands decks will also run it as a way to copy certain important utility lands, like Field of the Dead or Valakut Molten Pinnacle. Total value again just doesn't quite get there. as it's only $24.39 in non-foil and $33.36 in foil. It's close, so I guess it's a D+ on both accounts. All in all, it's still a lot of really impressive artwork, so if you are bummed about those bonus sheet screen grabs, maybe picking up a couple of these secret layers for your Avatar-themed decks or collections is worth it to you. I do just wish they'd included that 5th card in so many of these drops, as I feel the right selection could have pushed most of these into a solid financial value territory. And remember, for every $199 that you spend, you'll receive a copy of a special foil promo Path of Ancestry, total value of which is 12 cents in non-foil and 20 cents in foil. So remember, even though Wizards of the Coast says you don't have to buy every product, they sure try and incentivize you to do so. I guess, with the Path of Ancestry. It's a 12-cent card. It's good, it goes in every Commander deck. See you in line on Monday morning. Many Magic the Gathering players ask the question, how long until the next Secret Lair Super Drop? Come on, you know they're gonna try and squeeze one in before Christmas, right? One if we're lucky. If you have not yet seen my Avatar The Last Airbender pre-release guide, be sure to check it out here, as well as our episode of Shuffle Up and Play, where we play Avatar with Voxy, Krim, and Ben Wheeler. Those videos are linked in this video's description. And it is pre-release weekend, so remember, when it is possible and when it is reasonable to do so, try and spend your money on Magic where you spend time playing Magic, and that is at your local game store. You're supporting your Magic community when you do.
Next time on Shuffle Up and Play.
What's up? It's Shuffle Up and Play, and today we have balanced our decks against a medium deck.
Mid? Did they call it? I think the kids call it mid.
But okay, off.
Your deck was bonkers, crazy, powerful.
They replaced a couple cards.
And how many was that?
20? I have a really easy turn 1, a Gloom Lake Verge.
Drop return.
And then I'm going to drop return.
This is what I assume your lives are usually like. As influencers.
You're an influencer.
You're an influencer.
I want to tell you this. That's what you do.
Death Cap Glade.
Is that a no cap? What's the, it's cap? Yeah, cap. Cap.
I want to attack, but I don't think anybody's naked.
Four.
You got a 4/4 froggy.
Can't be naked.
What? Is this a common vibe?
Sometimes I say things that I don't know.